Hey everyone, how's it going? Azren the Language Nerd here. Hope you're doing very, very well. I'm currently in Montreal for LangFest, a language learning festival and conference. This is my third time attending this event, and today is basically the last day. I wanted to quickly throw out a couple of thoughts and share a few things LangFest related before I leave this nice room. Actually, the bed's not made, but it's a nice room. Super awesome. Before I leave here to head over to LangFest, and yeah, here we go. So, thought number one, which is really interesting, at least to me, right? As I've met different language learners, I've been talking to different people, right? I am fascinated to see how every single person has different aspects of language learning that they are interested in. Some people really like pronunciation, some people really like grammar, some people like some people like syntax. Like there's different elements of language learning that different people like. I mean, I myself am a really big phonetics nerd. Like I really really like phonetics and I like the sounds of language. But that's not necessarily everyone, and I really think that's a cool thing. A really cool thing about language learning is that there's different things that attract different people. In fact, if we leave the context of this conference and we go more into, let's call it, quote unquote, normal people land, people who maybe are not super passionate about language learning, who don't really have a big interest in it, but are still learning another language for XYZ reasons, right? Even there, I think this is a very practical thing that we have to actually implement. You have to find something, you have to have a hook into whatever language that you're learning. You have to have something that catches your attention. There has to be something about it that you really, really like or that you really, really enjoy, per se. For some people, that ends up being a boyfriend or girlfriend, right? They're dating some girl, they're dating some guy, and they want to be able to talk to that family's or to that girl or guy's family because they don't speak English, they don't speak such and such language, right? So maybe it's that. Maybe it's that you love salsa dancing and all the salsa music is in Spanish and you really want to understand it. You've got to have some hook, and for the vast majority of people, that hook is not going to be the language itself. For the vast majority of people, the hook into another language is going to be something unrelated to that language or not super related to that language, right? So without that hook, it's difficult to actually be interested in the language and maintain that interest and to want to study and to want to do that. It can be really difficult. I think as well, there's a lot of focus around language learning to make it easier. There's a lot of programs that are designed to fit around your busy life. There's a lot of classes that are saying we can do this, we can get you to a high level really fast, right? There's programs about learning as you sleep, right? I find a lot of the programs, a lot of the things that are out there for language learning applications, there's a lot of it that's out there that is designed to make things easier, which by the way, is just great. I think making it easier, making it simpler, all these are fantastic things. We've got to be doing these. At the same token, I want to go a little countercultural today, and I want to go the other way. I believe there's a ton of value in challenge. I think there's a ton of value in emphasizing the hard stuff and the challenging aspects and actually acknowledging the fact that there are difficulties and challenges that come with learning another language. In my perspective, and actually some of my experience as I'm seeing it right now, that challenge actually, for some people, can actually allow them to succeed with the language and stick with it long term, because they've acknowledged that certain things are going to be hard, and as they acknowledge it and as they really push through that challenge and they put some of the work in, they see results, they see improvements, they see progress, and as you're seeing that progress, it actually becomes a motivator. It's almost you can compare it to many skills, really. Let's look at the gym, right? If you're really going hard at the gym and you're watching your weight and you're watching what you're eating and all of that, and you start to see results as a result of your hard work, it's motivating. It's cool to see that you put in hard work, you put in an effort, and it led to something. You saw something happen. Super motivating. Like it just really is. So I think leaning into some of the challenge is actually not necessarily a bad thing. Not at all. I think that's just fine. Um, I recently when I look at my teaching, right, it's something that's different nowadays than it was before. I actually, when I take a new student, when they ask me, hey, tell me about how you teach, tell me about your program, tell me about what you do, tell me about what your teachers do, what your teachers, well, it depends when you watch this video, but like, how do your teachers teach? Like, how does that all work out, right? Um, I have programs that are more designed based on where you get more homework. Those expectations of you sending homework to me on, 3-4 days a week, and there's almost a challenge element built into it. And as I've had that, I've noticed people that stick around longer. I've noticed people that that they see more results. I've just noticed it. Actually, the challenge, leaning into that a little bit, is maybe not so much of a bad thing. So anyway, I gotta take off here. Like I said, I gotta clearly. Well, I'm not gonna shave. I didn't bring a razor with me, so the shaving is not gonna happen. But I gotta shower and brush my teeth and all that before we take off to the rest of LangFest today. Thank you for watching this. I appreciate your attention. We will talk very, very soon. Bye for now. See you.